Welcome to this new session, new video where we are going to discuss the questions and answers related to piping engineering. What we are going to do, we'll have one question on screen along with few options. Then we'll take a pause of 5 seconds to understand the question correctly. Then we'll look into each and every option given against the questions and we'll come up to the right answer. So we are going to discuss each question in detail. So this is going to be very interesting session. So let's start with the questions. Minimum wall thickness at any point shall not be more than 12%, 12.5% under the specified wall thickness. Is it true or false? This is true statement. Whenever the pipe thickness is manufactured, whenever a pipe is manufactured in a factory, we call it mill. So this tolerance 12.5% is called mill tolerance, the tolerance which is acceptable while manufacturing the pipe. When we are asking manufacturer to get some pipe wall thickness, it cannot be maintained uniformly throughout the length of the pipe. So any specific at any point specific point, the 12.5% deflection is acceptable in maintaining the pipe wall thickness. So minimum pipe wall thickness we can accept up to 12.5%, which is also called mill tolerance. So this statement is true. As per ASTM A106 clauses, there are major differences between hot and cold rolled steels. Which of the following statements are incorrect? Are correct? Cold worked steels are typically harder and stronger than standard hot rolled steels. Okay, this is first statement. Then cold rolled steel is essentially hot rolled steel that has been through further processes. C is A and B. Which of the following statement is, or more than one statement are correct? So the correct answer is C. Both these statements are correct. Now let us try to understand what are hot and cold rolled steels. Okay, the first statement is talking about the cold worked steels are typically harder. If we compare it with hot, these are comparatively harder and stronger than standard hot rolled steels. Okay, this statement is true, but the answer is given in second statement. Why these are more stronger as compared to hot rolled? As the cold rolled are nothing, these are also hot rolled steels only, but they go through further processing. Okay, further hardening, further heat treatment is done. So there are few additional processing is involved, processing steps are involved. That is why it is more stronger. That means both A and B are correct. As per ASTM A106 clauses, once hot rolled steel has cooled, it is then re-rolled at room temperature to achieve more exact dimensions and better surface qualities. Is it true or false? So the correct answer is A. It is a true statement. As hot rolled steels are cooled, okay, then re-rolled at room temperature. Hot rolling is done and cooling is done, then re-rolling is done at room temperature to achieve more exact dimensions and better surface quality. So this is a process of cold rolled steels. Okay, already it is nothing but a hot rolled steel only, but the re-rolling is done at room temperature again to get the better qualities, better dimensions. So this is one of the clauses which is mentioned in ASTM A106. That means this is a true statement. Just wanted to bring into your notice that you can increase the speed from 1x to 2x. Go to the settings and change. Sometimes we know few of the things so that we can quickly go through the content by increasing the speed. Again, also we have few courses developed on piping engineering, 8 important elements, where all the pipe flange steam trap, monitors, everything is covered, all the elements. Then piping layout, compressor, pipe rack, pumps, exchanger, columns, everything is covered. Then codes and standard, all the codes and standard mostly commonly used in piping industry are covered. Plot plan development. So all these courses are available. Links are given in the description box. There will be lifetime access certificate will also be provided, so we can learn, refresh and record the content. So let's continue with the session. As per ASTM 106 clauses, which statement is correct with respect to single random length? Single random length shall be 16 to 22 feet in length. 5% shall be permitted to be less than 16 feet. None shall be less than 12 feet, or all of the above. The correct answer is D. First statement is talking about the range of single random length. Okay, whenever we order a pipe, it should be single or double random length. In this question we are talking about single random length criteria, choosing the single random. So in first part we are talking about the range of single random length, that is 16 to 22 feet. So first statement is correct. Second statement is talking about the variation. If there are some imperfections, how much we can accept it. 5% shall be permitted to be less than 16 feet. Okay, 16 feet is lower range. If 5% of the pipes are less than 16 feet, that is acceptable. Third part is talking about if it is less than 16 feet, how much less it is acceptable. So none should be less than 12 feet. Okay, so all these three statements are correct. When we are ordering single random length, we can accept 16 to 22, but 16 we can accept less than 16 also, but up to 12 feet only, and the percentage will be 5% only. So all these three statements are correct related to single random length. The as per ASTM A106 clauses, which statement is correct with respect to double random length? Double random lengths shall have a minimum average length of 35 feet and shall have a minimum length of 22 feet. 5% shall be permitted to be less than 22. None shall be less than 16 feet. Which of the following or all of the above? And the correct answer is D. All of the above statements are correct. A, B and C. If we talk about statement A, it is talking about the range. So range is 22 to 35 feet. This is the range for double random length. When we order a pipe with double random length, the range should be 22 to 35 feet. But we can accept 5% of the lengths which are less than 22 feet. Okay, but up to 16 feet only. So C mentions the lower limit, but the percentage is given in B. So we can we are ordering between 22 to 35, but it can be less than 22 up to 16 feet, but only 5%. So all these three statements are correct. As per ASTM A53, which of the following is a type of pipe? 53 is a pipe standard, material standard. A53 type F, which is longitudinally furnace butt welded or continuous welded, grade A only. A53 type E, which is longitudinally electrical resistance welding, grade A and B. Type S, which is seamless pipe, or all of the above. So the correct answer is D. All of the above statements are correct. A, B, C are correct. A53 comes with three types: type F, type E, type S. F belongs to furnace butt welded, that is continuously welded. E is talking about electric resistance welded. S is for seamless pipe. So three types of A53 are available with these three differences. Grade A is only available in 53, grade A and B are available in E. So these are three types. All three types are available in A53 ASTM standard. So all the three statements are correct. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned this was all about this session. There are so many other videos available in playlists and on this channel. You can always look into this. You can always mention a topic in your comment section so that we can make videos on those topics also. I'm sure these are all very informative and adding value to your knowledge. So keep watching, stay tuned.